Steve, fighters coming up for the year, what have you got looking out for?
Well, it's been a tough time, I'll be honest. It's tough to keep the boys focused and, to keep them, it's all about goals, and a lot of these guys have been working a long time and this is their moment, The last year would have been a real big year for them in their career, but it wasn't to be, and there is restrictions. A lot of guys here don't feel the need to be putting themselves into a test case scenario on this bloody jab rollout. So, nothing's set in stone right now. We don't know what the future holds for the kids, but we're just doing what we can do and what we can control. And that's the beauty of MMA. There's so many things you can focus on, and the boys are just focusing on. We're doing more fitness and strength tests than usual, and keeping them focused, more through the weights. The competitions are a bit of an unknown commodity right now. We're, jumping in whenever there is something coming up, but it's uncertain times and it is unsettling for the boys, but like I said, we can, that's life. There's always challenges coming up and we can periodise and focus on different skill sets and keep the boys moving forward and, in these times.
Well, of course, one of your best-known students, JJ Wilson, over in Bellator. What's going on here encourage you to send some more boys?
Yeah. I mean, Jay, he went over as a kid, mate. He came here very young and really performed well from a young age and just had a great mindset. So, mindset's the key, and, we sent him over and he responded well to overseas. He performed well, so then we, I had a network over there, so we set him up over there with good people, and he's, he's doing well over there. So he's just, like I said, he started young, so he's growing, so that the cut down to his original weight was getting too much to sustain, and he missed a couple of weigh-ins, and so he's made the choice to move up to the next weight division, and he's just getting ready to kick off on that endeavour. It wasn't ideal, but you got to do what you got to do. He's just matured, and he's training hard over there, so his body's developed, and it's just been those cuts have been too hard. So he's moved up, and he's fighting in a couple of weeks. We got during the lockdown, we sent over Hakaraya Wilson over there. He's he's another standout student that's done well, and mentally up for the challenge to go offshore and stand on his own 2 feet and see what he's got, and we've set him up with a great skill set, complete skill set. He's got great hands, he can wrestle, he's got, world-class jiu-jitsu, and he's fit, and his mindset's there, so he's a great all-rounder, so, and he's having fun, specialising on what he likes to, what he's developing up as a MMA game over there, but we get a common comment that our guys go over there with just world-class basics and no weak points, and they're great to work with and develop quickly because of the work that we, the foundational work that we put into them over here. But he's got a fight this Friday actually in a show called Epic over there, and he's looking good, man. It's, he's just staying amateur at this stage, and we're trying to feed him 2 or 3 fights just to get up and running.
I know, looking at JJ's fledgling career when he started off, you give him as many fights as possible in any discipline and really harden them up. How difficult is it to be able to do that now with the students you've got?
Yeah, it is. It is because shows are, they don't know whether they're in a 5 in, 50 in a group, 20 in a group. You just don't know what the actual is going on. But we just take the opportunities as they arise, and just throwing them in. I mean, we're not a world-class stand-up gym, but we've got good, solid basics, and the boys really have, got a great mindset and great fitness, and we get the job done, But that's not our strength. Our strength is grappling, and everybody knows that, jiu-jitsu and type of game. I like to see a fight where the boys step in on their front foot and bang, and then where the fight goes, let's go there. You know what I mean? And but you got to evolve with the time. So the boys are doing a lot of work, obviously, you know, there's always putting the guy down, but a lot of guys, you know, I like to see the fights with like Khabib. Just that style's just amazing, you know, just absolute weapon when he gets a hold of. As soon as he gets a hold of somebody, they're just not coming back, you know, and that's you know, predominantly the old school jiu-jitsu, you know, the Gracies, and where I done a lot of times with Hickson and that, and once they get a hold of you, once they put you down, there's just no escape, and everywhere you move is a mistake, and yeah, I just love that style. So the boys have been doing a lot of work on, you know, the Khabib style of, you know, ground and pound, and just really a lot of pressure on top. And yeah, it's good, man. The game's all, you know, that's the thing with MMA. It's always evolving. It's always, you know, the game's changing all the time, and you've got to change to adapt with it. And yeah, it's, you know, it's what keeps us turning up and keeps it interesting, you know.
You've run your own shows in the past. Is it something you would do again?
We do the jiu-jitsu shows, you know, we do the BJJ shows, but you know, I just believe that we want to, you know, half my guys aren't jab, so what am I going to do? Run the show and half my guys can't compete, you know, and these are family. I'm going to say to my guys, hey, and with the gym, hey guys, I love you like Fano, but you're not welcome at the gym, you know. It just doesn't make sense to me. I just don't know how people are doing it. But that's, you know, that's what everyone's got to live with their own decisions. But that's just nothing. That's not something I'm going to compromise on. You know. So same with the shows. We want to, you know, provide a service for everybody. And to be honest, mate, if you're going to do a show where it's just vaccine only, I mean, there's going to be. Let's be honest. You're going to walk away with a pretty hollow victory. To be honest, I mean, you know, a lot of these guys. I know a lot of the guys, and you know, probably 50% of the real, you know, problem grapplers are not choosing not to be vaxxed. So if you're going to run a show where it's only going to be vaxxed, you're going to win a medal, and you're going to go, well, okay, fuck, it's, you know, it's not, half the guys weren't there. So that's okay, I suppose, if that's what you're into. But I want to provide a service where you know, you grapple and everybody's there, and you know, it's a real honesty thing. You're being honest. You're competing against the best guys, and it's not the best guys that like, you know, chocolate ice cream, or it's not the best guys that like that, you know, that particular, you know, product. It's the best guys, you know. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to open up for everybody, and it's going to be limited numbers, but we're already working around that. You know, it's doable. So we've just got to, just before, you know, it's taken a year to get these mats to New Zealand. We just invested before it really got ugly with the lockdowns, and I wasn't sure whether there was a future for the tournaments. But it's, you know, there's always opportunity, and we've just got in the best mats in the world. There's tatami mats coming in from Belgium. It's cost me over 80k with shipping to get these mats. So, you know, that was the last piece in the puzzle. We've got a world-class, you know, product now. We've got the best mats in the world. We've got best systems in the world. We've got a, you know, national ranking. I mean, we've got everything now. We've got the, you know, all the software to run the best systems. It's just a, you know, beautiful system and a beautiful product is NZ Grappler now, and it's been refined over, you know, we've been running 12 years now. So we're just going to run tournaments, you know, whether it be 25s, I think it's groups of 25s while we're in red, that, you know, you don't have to show a vaccine pass, but it's doable, man. Let's do groups of 25, we run 4 mats, we bang that 25 out while the other ones are weighing in, boom, those guys get a medal, exit through a, you know, back entry, and exit the facility, and then there's a, you know, while that 25 is going, the next 25 are weighing in, boom, it's going to be a lot more work, obviously, but you know, it's doable.
Well, I think Oliver MMA has had more publicity over the last month or two than any other gym in the country. Yeah. Not of it all is good though. Yeah, you're getting picked on.
Yeah, but it's each to their own. We've got a lot of good people supporting us too, you know, and you know, I don't care, to be honest, what people think. I'm doing what we need to do, you know. I think I'm doing what's right for us and my whānau and my community. And
first time I've been here in the morning, I come at night time, and it's all fighters class, it's all serious and go, and I come today and it's what you are all about, community, kids, it's just a good place to be at. The vibe is here.
Yeah, I mean, we've you know, we're limited for resources as far as manning, reception and that, so we're not, you know, open all day, but we get down here as much as we can and man, you know, reception and open it up, and it's just a real need at the moment. I mean, everyone that's doesn't want to be, doesn't think the jab's for them right now, is getting kicked out of their gym and, kicked out of every basic, facility that is out there for the community. So we just open our doors and letting people in need come in and, and get healthy. Our business model hasn't changed. It's just the same, but it's just a bigger need right now. So it's all go, mate. It's good. It's a good place to be. Good environment. Good people, and just doing what we do.
Years ago, I seen you put something up. There was bullying at school, or for kids on the way home, and you said anyone at the bus stop, come in, and we'll make sure you're safe. That's what you've been for years.
Yeah, that still stands, man. And it's been our mantra in the martial arts forever. We're a safe space, and we've been proud of that as a community. Hey, there's a lot of bullshit and a lot of segregation out in society, but when it hits the mats, there's no segregation on the mats. Well, that's a load of shit in a lot of clubs these days. So it is. It's really interesting times, and people, got to do what they got, like they believe. But what is frustrating is everyone, saying, "Oh, I've got to do it because I can't afford the fines." Fuck, I can afford the fines, mate. I'm going fucking under. You know what I mean? And I'm just being straight, honest, 100% honest. I'm fucked. Financially, we're 100 and plus. It's all been in the paper. Just pick up a paper. What my financial situation is. But that's why I said to my wife, we're financially going under. So I'm either go under and be a good communist and kick half my family out, and then still go broke, or I'm just going to go broke and I'm going to welcome all my family and I'm going to fucking have a fucking good time and then go under. At least I'm going to go under and walk away from the business with my head up. I'm not going to go under. This is a 3 generations of legacy. I'm not going to go under, on my knees, kicking half my family out, and then I've got to look at myself in the mirror and say, hey, fuck, what was that? I know when shit gets tough, I just buckle. You know what I mean? And this is just not happening. So that's the way we went out, and we're, financially being able to pay a fine, it doesn't come into it. We can't afford this shit, but I'm not paying this shit. She's got me $36,000, and it's cost me $36,000 this year since Christmas to be kind. What kind of bullshit is this? Be kind, team of 5 million. Team of 5 million, jam it down your throat every time she talks to you. Team of 5 million. Is it? No, it's not. It's us and them, and do as you're told, or you're not part of my society, and laughs about it. Fuck. It's just not happening here. It's not right, and it's never is it okay to discriminate, but in 6 months it's okay. This is what she's done to us as a community. It's sad is an understatement, and it is frustrating, but we're just going to do what we do and try and really provide a service for the community and keep people having goals and positive and moving forward, because let's be honest, it's hard to really get a handle on anything positive these days, But I know, man, you look at what's happening in Wellington, man, the communities are such a beautiful thing, and the Kiwi spirit's alive. And man, that's what we're here for. So many people, 120 members extra last week. The place is blowing up. We've never been busier. It's such a great place to be. We come down here, community, there's no fucking bullshit. There's no, freaking out on anybody. Everybody's just here, just to train and stay healthy. And like I said, the gym's a great place. The boys are doing well. They're getting, we've got a few shows coming up, and the boys are getting in there and doing their thing. And we'll just focus on the small stuff, bro. Just keep inching ahead, and big challenges, but we just try and stay positive and move forward, bro.